Okay, everybody. If you can hear me, toss a comment here in the section over to the right in the comment section on YouTube. Might be a bit bit strange with seeing me record myself on the screen, but I promise it'll go away in a second. You should just see randomnumber.org here. We'll wait a few more minutes for anybody else who's going to pile in. We'll wait another 2 or 3 more minutes. I didn't post this on the board. It's just on YouTube this time, so should be able to see it in the YouTube app, or if you're watching on your computer, hopefully you got the notification that we went live. YouTube seems to be doing pretty well with that lately, about alerting people when the stream has actually begun. So we actually have 77 subscribers on YouTube now, which I think is most of our regular racers are subscribed now, so that's good. It's actually a lot more reliable to do it that way than it is to use the forum, just because everybody has issues with embedding the video and all that madness. So I'd much prefer to just be solely on YouTube. Yep, so if you just joined us, if you're on, like I said, if you're on YouTube, there should be a chat section over on the right if you're on your computer. If you're on your phone, it's probably down below. Don't feel like you have to, but we'd like to see who's watching so we can greet you. We'll wait another minute or two here. All right. Looks like probably everybody's in here that's going to be here, so this will be recorded on YouTube. If anybody wants to send it off to anybody else to watch it again, I'm not going to post it on the board, but it'll be here on YouTube. So tonight, kind of a quick video. I just want to talk a little bit about some changes we made to the calendar, or to the lineup really, and do the drawing for the first 50-50 race, and talk a little bit about our new championship formats that we have. So hopefully all of you saw the post that I made on the board a couple days ago about the season championship format updates that we're doing. So we're really excited this year to do some things that we haven't done in a long time. For starters, we're bringing back the MOG, which we haven't done. Terry's here as well. We haven't done MOG since when? 2017? Yeah, 2017. So it's been 3 or 4 years that we haven't done that. So we're excited to be bringing that back, although it's going to be a different format than if in the past, if you're familiar with MOG from the past. And then, of course, we're bolstering the payouts across the board, bolstering the prizes across the board, and adding the 50-50 thing. So I'm just going to kind of re-go over the stuff I wrote in that post. Just if I know it can be kind of difficult to understand sometimes. So basically, we've got 3 sets, or 3 ways to win this year. Our standard championship format is going to continue. So, you know, we'll race for points all season long in stage 1 and stage 2. The more points you garner, obviously the better off you'll be when it comes time to run the finals in June. That'll be the standard format. There'll be $100 for every division winner come the finals in June, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our new classes too. You should see those in front of you here. So we added APR Spec Truck and Basics Extreme this year. So we made a few changes to the lineup. We were going to do away with a couple classes, but we thought no. APR is always known for having the widest availability of whatever you guys want to build. So we'll just keep going, and as long as you guys like these classes, we'll just keep offering them. But yeah, so Basics Extreme is really cool. I think we've got a lot of hype around that already. Lots of people are really excited to build that. Something familiar but totally new, and obviously the Spec Truck is new to a lot of you entirely. So so I'm excited about that. It's kind of similar to we back in the day, if you're familiar, we did the Ferenz class back in the day, and then we did Millscraft for a while, and that's been probably 4 or 5 years since we offered a class like that. So it's similar to that in a way, and those were always popular classes when we offered those back in the day. So so we're excited to bring that back, and of course because of that we have 15 classes this year. We'll have Basics AM. You won't see that listed on this list because that's not going to be a 50-50. Are we ever doing a 50-50 or not? Or are we doing it every...
Yeah, we can do the AM class in a 50-50.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right, well then, yeah, that's my mistake. Yeah. So AM is part of the 50-50 drawing. So we have 15 classes to decide tonight. But so yeah, so our standard championship format is going to continue. $100 like usual for the winner. Now we're bringing back MOG. So MOG is different than we did in previous years, because in previous years we created a totally unique one-off class, and it was all about building a car that you'd never built before. But this year we wanted to do something different, and so we've decided to do a combination of 6 classes. Now those 6 classes are going to be totally chosen randomly. So you'll see here when I flip back to the random number generator, I'm going to do this exact same process probably before we go to lunch in the middle of every race, well, of the first 3 races here. So I'm going to choose 2 classes each month at random, somewhere in the middle of the race for the first few months, and 2 at a time for 3 months, and those 6 classes will constitute the MOG race in June. Okay, so we were going to kind of decide which classes we wanted to do, but why not shake it up and just make it totally random? So the MOG race format is pretty similar to the championship series, except it's going to happen all in one day. So you'll garner points for each division you run in, and the person with the highest scoring points at the end of the MOG race will win. 100 points, of course, to be the standard way we do it. 100 points for the winner, and so on and so forth down the line. Now, the MOG race is going to be a $1,000 payout, winner take all. So there's no split for first, second, and third like in the past. And then we're also going to be giving away a BAT, as you heard me write up, a big-ass trophy. So we've yet to decide on what that exactly is going to look like, but it is going to be big. So so that'll be, I'll kind of hype that up when we actually get those made. The exact rules on this are going to be forthcoming, like I said, but right now we're thinking you must have garnered 1,400 points throughout the entire season in total in order to be eligible to race in the MOG race. So that's the equivalent of running 2 classes for the full season, basically. Or any other way that you want to accomplish 1,400 points in general. So so that's MOG race, and like I said, those 6 classes are going to be totally random. So we're kind of excited to see what they end up being, because it could be the most popular classes, or it could be not at all the most popular classes, or it could be a mixture of both. So hopefully it's a good representation of the different classes we have, and we get to spread it out a little bit. But like I said, the rules on that exact format are going to be kind of coming out later. We got quite a ways yet. But the 6 classes that we will be running in MOG will all be known by October. By the October race, we will know all 6 classes. So that gives you plenty of time until, June of next year to get prepared for this. Now, something totally different that we're doing this year is the 50-50, which is what I'm drawing for tonight. So 50-50 is exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to choose a random class every month, every race this season, and that's going to be the 50-50 class for that month. So winner take all, half of the entry fees for that division for that month is going to be 50-50 drawing, and the winner will get it, in cash or PayPal or however you please, and we'll do that every month. So we're going to give something away every month.
And no repeat.
Yeah, and there won't be any repeats. So once the class is used up, it will be taken off of this list, and it won't be eligible for drawing again. So I'll just take this list right here and remove that class each month, and the likelihood of the class that you want to come up next will be increasing if you see it get closer towards the top. So to do that, I'm just going to use the standard random number generator here. So I've got 15 classes. Like I said, base exam, I don't know, I didn't have that on there originally, but base exam is included in the 50-50. And at some point this season, 8 of the 15 classes will be a 50-50 at some point. So whatever class you prefer to build, hopefully it will probably be represented in this 50-50 drawing at some point. So all in total, the standard championship that we have is $1,500, obviously $100 for all 15 classes. The MOG race this year is $1,000 winner take all, and the 50-50 is dependent on which classes get chosen and how many cars you guys send in. So when you include all of that together, plus our big giveaway we do at the season end, where Cash usually gives away whatever his basics car was that year, and all the other door prizes we give away, plus trophies, that is going to be well over $3,500 in giveaways this year. So it's definitely going to be our biggest season ever, and we're really excited to get started, and hopefully we get a lot of new racers this year. We got a lot of guys that are interested, and they're sending in cars for the first time, and we're really excited to have those. So hopefully we got a good AM class this year, and for our returning people, we're excited to welcome you back. It's been a couple months, but we're ready to go again for 2021 and 2022. So without further ado here, I'm going to reveal the first 50-50 class of 2021. So let's make sure this is right. Each class is on here, and each class gets a fair representation of 1 through 15. So here we go. We're going to generate class number 10. Class number 10 is 4x4 Mini. So 4x4 Mini is the first 50-50 drawing of the year. So whatever the proceeds are for that class.
That's a big class.
Yeah, it's a big class. So whatever the entry fees are for that class this coming month in August, half of that will go to the winner this month. Now, I should point out too, at each race this season, I'm going to draw the next 50-50 class, so you have a full month in advance notice from here on out. Obviously, this was a bit of a short notice here for the August race, but from here on out, for the rest of the season, I will draw the 50-50 at the end of the race, or maybe probably in the middle of the race before we go to lunch, for the next race, and that'll be the 50-50 for the next month. So 4x4 Mini is the first one of the season, and we look forward to welcoming you guys back, and I'm going to call it here. You got anything else you want to add?
That's it.
So, all right.
Next week.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.